As they sign the contract page, I cannot but think, this never gets old. The excitement, the rush, and the confidence are contagious. They believed in me enough to commit their advertising budget to me when there are so many other options out there. So why? What was it? Was it my style? Was it me? Was it the product? Whatever it was, it worked. After almost 3 years of being in media sales as a media consultant for Fox 21 News here in Colorado Springs, I feel as if I have created my own sales approach, my own technique, and my own way of doing things. I talk to my clients like human beings, not dollar signs. I care about what they think. A salesperson who cares? Yeah, I know, weird, huh? But we are out there. Let's break that stereotype of the pushy, loud car salesman. I have goals, a family, and bills too. I'm an actual person with responsibilities and people who depend on me. I have heart in what I do, and my clients are my business. I would like to take you through my selling process, briefly highlighting each area from my experiences. The book, Powerful Selling, will guide us through these steps, since they have a similar structure as mine. The selling process is generally divided into 7 steps that, once you understand them, will empower you to sell virtually anything you want and satisfy your customers. Step number 1, prospect and qualify. Your time, just like your clients, is valuable and precious. Time is money. We've all heard this before. So look for leads in areas your colleagues and competition are not. Be different. Then qualify those prospects once you have found them. Will they be worth the fight, the effort, and the time? It has to make sense for both you and the business to prosper. The entire process starts here, so make sure you're prospecting and qualifying quality leads. If you do not do this, the rest of the 7 steps and the techniques here just will not make sense, and they will not be as effective. Step number 2, pre-approach. Do your research on the business, the category, and their current status. Impress them with knowledge, terminology. Look at their website, Facebook page, Google search them. Do they appear above the fold? There's so many areas that you can look into online that will give you an idea of the products they need to grow their business. Once you meet with the clients, you will learn the meat of their business, hear the details, and get the bottom of things. Be prepared, but not spend all your time in the research. Do not get lost there. Just show them you're knowledgeable and you know something about their business. The good stuff will come out when you talk to them face to face. Step number 3, approach. Figure out the correct verbiage when talking to your business at hand. Customer, client, patient, they all mean different things to different businesses and companies. Always dress professionally. Outline the questions you will ask and make sure they're relevant to the business. Do not ask closed-ended questions. Make sure they're open-ended. You want them to talk. Get them talking. During the approach, be mindful of their time and your time. Ask the right questions. Leave room for them to ask questions. Check with them as you proceed through the appointment. It's okay to take a break and simply say, hey, do you have any questions? Need any clarification? It's just fine. When this is felt, when the appointment becomes like a conversation and not an interview, this is when all the good information comes out. They feel comfortable with you. They will tell you what they need, what you need to build the strongest campaign they've ever seen. Step number 4, presentation. Use your organizational skills, grammar, and creativity to put together the best presentation yet with the information they provided you. Check it and check it again for mistakes and missing content and flow. Make sure your presentation flows. You do not want any awkward moments. You are the expert, so present it that way. Present the solutions to their problems, show them success stories, and reiterate the fact that you are their resource. You put this presentation together for them, not anybody else. You mention what was talked about in the previous appointment and explain this is the foundation of the presentation. From the information you gave me, I put together this presentation. Thank them for that information. Step number 5, overcome objections. I never think of objections as negative or take offense to them. Don't do that. You want them to be involved in asking questions. If they are not doing this, they are simply not interested. Make sure to acknowledge every objection, answer it, and then clarify it again. Do not leave anything on the table unanswered. Give them everything they possibly need to make that final decision. It's okay if you don't know the answer to every single question. Let them know that and that you'll find out the answer for them. Do not take the stereotype salesperson approach here when honesty is the best policy. Do not tarnish your credibility by lying to them and making up answers. Just be honest. Step number 6, close the sale. When we get to the contract page, do not be afraid of the money figure. Do not be afraid of the money. They are expecting it. They know you're going to ask for money. That's why you're here. They realize the products you're selling them cost something. You know the value of your products. Do not start slashing prices just because they're quiet. Chances are they're sitting there and thinking in their head about their budget and how much money they have to spend. Listen carefully. Give them a chance to speak. If the answer isn't yes right away, overcome those objections again, answer their questions, check, and reassure. You are on their side. You are their media consultant. Step number 7, follow up. If for some reason you do not close the client when you are in front of them, do not forget to follow up. Many times I have checked with my clients a few weeks later when they asked me to and they were ready to proceed. A follow-up is a reminder. A follow-up is also a time where if they decide to not go with you in your campaign, you thank them, be professional, remind them you are a resource for them, and you can help them grow your business when they are ready. You are their consultant. You're knowledgeable, educated, and know what you're talking about. Be the trusted source for your clients when so many others do not take the same approach, responsibility, or even the effort. Be genuine. Don't just sell them on the product, service, or strategy. Sell them on yourself. There are thousands of other salespeople offering the same things that you are. Be different. Be their solution. Reassure them that you have their best interest at heart. You've created this campaign just for them. It's personalized and unique, just like they are. Once trust is established, the sky is the limit. Your opinion is valued to them, and the business partnership is formed. You don't close a sale, you open a relationship if you want to build a long-term, successful enterprise. Patricia Fripp. Thank you very much.